As I get older and attain more wisdom, I always figure out, man, it's like if it's a way I can help some of the younger guys not bump their head and make some of the same mistakes that I've made, so be it. So we in a time now we call what the red pill movement, and pretty much all it is just brothers putting brothers up on game of female nature, man, and some of the things that you can look for out here when dealing with these women. Hey, but you ain't got no choice, bro. You got to play the game. So it's gonna ruffle some feathers. It's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. But hey, man, I live in the smoke section. I don't care nothing about the backlash or who get hurt, offended. It is what it is. I'm from the South where we live by sayings. And like they say, a hit dog a holler. A lot of times people that get upset is the people it applies directly to. So we're going to talk about male friends today when it comes to your girl or women. First and foremost, man, I'm 42 years old. I spent my 20s, my 30s looking for the one that they sell us the dream on when we growing up as young men, whether it's movies, whether it's you grew up with a single mom and you had a bunch of women in the family like me. But luckily my dad was around to at least keep me grounded in some areas. He couldn't give me everything. So I had to figure out a lot on my own. So yeah, I spent my 20s and 30s. I'm not gonna say I wasted time because I've obtained knowledge, which brings me here today. All right. So women try to play off of this thing. It's called male friends, right? Now, do men have female friends? Yes. And I'm going to tell you, to me, and I'm sure most guys can attest to this, a female friend to us is a woman that we don't want to sleep with. We're not trying to give no energy and no time and effort to no bad chicks or chick we attracted to if we know we not finna get nowhere. If you got some common sense. So here's the thing. Women go, oh, well, he's just my friend. All right, so let me break this down for y'all, ladies. And for guys who allow their women to have male friends. Who you had in your life before I came into it? I can't control that, right? But, and I'm not about to tell you who you can't hang out with or who you can't be with. I'm just telling you, I know what it means when I hear the term male friend. So if you got a guy around you, ladies, that is your friend, if he's not attracted to his same thing, he's probably shot his shot at you before mildly. He ain't come on too strong. And he sensed that it wasn't going to go the way that he wanted it to. So he just said, well, let me just stick around and let me just be available. Let me hang around this little friend zone. And one day she'll wake up and go, you know what? I ain't never gave John no. Bruh. Or you got guys that are just not man enough to shoot their shot. They fear rejection. So they'll hang around you in hopes of the same thing. You want to test and see if you got a real male friend, ladies, and he's not a part of the same thing? Call him, tell him to come to your house. When he get over there, have a bathrobe on with nothing on up under it. Now, you ain't got to show him nothing, but you just let him know that you ain't got nothing on up. And shoot your shot. Tell him, you know what, I've been thinking. And I know we just friends, but it's just something about you. And start to take off your clothes. Either he gonna start taking off his clothes immediately, thinking to himself about time, or he gonna go, now you know we friends, we shouldn't be doing this, but keep pressing. He might give you a little resistance. He finna get it to you. Ain't no nice guys, man. We don't hang around just to be hanging around. Y'all don't make good friends. Who wanna hear complaining and chaos and shit half the time? Because a real male friend, I have female friends, and is probably ones that I don't want to sleep with, or I've slept with them in the past, and it didn't work out, but we're cordial. It didn't end with bickering and fighting and blocking and stuff on social media. It just fizzled out, but we still can be around each other and be cool. Those are the only female friends I got. But the ones that are in relationships, a true friend, I respect the game. I'm not calling her after 8 p.m. unless it's an emergency. And it's probably not if she's just a friend. I got other people in the hierarchy of folks to call before I get to her. So, ladies, if you got a male friend, he's calling you at midnight, and you know you got a man, it's a lack of respect for both of y'all. Because a true friend respects a relationship. A true friend wants to see you be happy. So, fellas, don't let them hit y'all with that, oh, that's just my friend. He don't want me. We don't want each other. She probably don't want him. But 9 times out of 10, ladies, he wants you. He just not man enough to be like, hey, what's happening? Because I don't have time for it. Not at my age. A girl told me the other day, I was, talking to her. She say, well, I ain't interested. I got a man or something, but we can be friends. No, we can't. Y'all are terrible friends. What we finna talk about? What you gonna text me, tell me what you and your man doing? But if I was to take that number and open up that door, yeah, she might use me for my validation and my energy. And she'll be telling her, oh, that's just my homeboy. I'm trying to smash. I'm just waiting on bro to screw up. A male friend ain't nobody but a dude playing the long game. Or a dude that used to hit your girl, or a dude that's currently hitting your girl. Hey, man. A male friend ain't gonna want to hang out with your girl alone. He gonna be like, no. Like I say, man, I know y'all finna get in these comments and who hurt you and all that. Bruh. Listen to your girl. Pay attention. Most of the guys that she call her friends, it's women that want men that they can't have, so they call them friends. But you can tell when your woman is attracted to somebody. She keep talking about it. That's a red flag right there. Just got to mention, he did this. And his mom did this. He used to live there. Got to pay attention, man. I'll tell you about a situation I just went through. Started dating a girl. Was always talking about a male friend. Male friend? I was just a friend of mine. But she was always talking about it. So I'm instantly like, oh, she like bro. But then she said, because he's a brother, she's a white girl. She said, oh, well, he told me that we couldn't date because his family, they believe in this or whatever. So they couldn't be together. So I think she was just going through a black man phase fetish at the time. So it came to me. So I'm just listening to the conversation. It seemed like for the first couple of weeks, I had to be like, hey, you talk about bro a lot. And she was, oh, this is my friend. So check it. A couple weeks ago, she miscommunicates with me. I'm big on communication. She tells, do what you say you're going to do. You're going to always win with me. So one night, she goes to do something. I don't hear from her. Whatever. So the next day, I'm like, she ain't savage enough to call me after the whoop-de-boop or whatever. I hear from her. She calls me the next day, late in the day. It's like 4 o'clock. I'm asleep. I wake up. I don't get no text. It's no text. I just see the missed calls. It ain't no, hey, checking on you. Just hit me back. Nothing. I get her on the phone that night, probably about 11. She trying to tell me she gonna talk to me tomorrow. I'm like, nah, you finna talk to me now. I didn't talk to you a few times about this communication issue that we're having. And I don't know what happened before me, but I'm telling you how you're gonna communicate with me. Doesn't work. So I'm getting out of here. Good riddance. I'm watching Sports Center that same night. This conversation with her is like 11. I'm watching Sports Center about 3 o'clock in the morning. Guess who I see sitting at the Hawks game with the male friend? It's just them. So why you didn't say nothing in the text? That was the A. I'm going to the game with such and such. Sneaky. Because I know what her intentions was. I know how she felt. So if I was to say that, and she was to tell me that, hey man, they say these come from wisdom. I didn't earn these shits dealing with these women, man. Do what you want with that info, bruh.